Hi friends, welcome back. Let's take a look at Tezos and see what's happened. So when in yesterday's episode, just to sort of pick up where we were leaving off, we looked at the Chainlink prices, saw how it had gone on, and said, are we a wee bit behind Chainlink in terms of what's been going on here? Take a look at the 4-hour chart. Funnily enough, no, I'm not going to go on and I'm not doing an I told you so. I'm not at all, and all the rest. So just kind of pointing. God, my God, I hate that sort of chat. But I'm just pointing out how it has really been kind of following on from the Chainlink chart here. Kind of funnily enough, that question was a good question. If we just take a look here at the 4-hour chart on Chainlink, you see it came down here below our line, then came up and la-di-da-di-da, then go back over to the Tezos versus one. You can see that then actually was what then went ahead and happened after our video yesterday. So that's all good crack. You could have considered this to be some sort of fake out. This is a descending triangle, you could have said, and then you'd have been like, well, those are normally negative, and here we are, and now we're back inside it again. And no, sorry, not back inside it. We've broken down below this line. Was that a fake out? Now are we breaking out to the top side? You can draw this in a variety of ways, but if you want to have this here and this here as part of it, then yeah, we're above it currently. But then you go, let's kind of zoom out a little bit more, and you can see we've got our other set of chopsticks coming in here at around that 2,600 level. So anyway, we've offered up decent enough long entries, and we've been talking about this for a while. From sort of the 2,400, you'd be taking your profit, and I'm not financial advice, now it's financial advice, up here at sort of 2,600, then again 2,700, 2,800 is your areas for that, and we've come back down and got really quite close to this 2,400 region again. And if I were in all honesty, we've also been talking about 2,500, which is where we've come down and touched. So like enough of that chat. We can go over to the dollar prices and see though where are we currently right now. And well, we've got this 236 drawn in here at $1.69, and that's where we are right now, sort of just in that area. Could we look towards this and think about maybe getting another few percent towards the top side out of this? Should we go up above it? We could, and you're looking at another 7% up there. Overall, in terms of the dollar prices and the moves that we've seen over the last wee while, you're looking at a 20% range between the top and bottom of this triangle currently. There's plenty of room in this for things to go awry, of course. So the easy profit taking target, of course, when you're at either side of this, is obviously into this line here where the 236 is, and any sort of in either of these side of things. I'm not a financial advisor. That's financial advice is your less risky way of things. So you're right in the middle right now. Would I say, hey, could take a long from here? Not necessarily, but looking over here at the 236, are we going to close this 4-hour candles above it? And why am I talking about 4-hour candles? Well, we really are consolidating tightly. I don't see that we're going to get I don't think a 4-hour candle above this is going to then necessarily lead to going up towards the next profit taking zone. Whereas if we're looking more towards the bigger picture, and you want to look for one of these next Fibonacci levels up, we're talking like halfway through the breakout, if there were to be a breakout. So that would be a good idea, and around that $2.12 area. Not financial advice or whatever. Before you would look to sort of take the whole thing at the rest of it off at 230, to have just sort of satisfied that move, if that's what you were looking for at that point. But anyway, the 236 is coming in there, and the first easy profit taking target is of course 185. And looking at the difference in the prices, we've got 3 cents difference between the different exchanges. So things have kind of opened up a wee bit, but not in that dramatic fashion that we're used to. We're just below the 236 here at $1.70, so 168. So we can see the same sort of questions here. Will the 236 act as support or resistance? We've lived this story quite a while now, so we know how this all works. For example of it in and around, you can see up here and down here 236 acting as support, on the other charts 236 as support and resistance, whatever. So this is our sort of trading area. I've got this other, you could draw it in symmetrically if you like. It's an example from a previous video. These things are always subjective. And that's just sort of case in point there, I guess, really, or whatever. I'm just after adjusting that to make it seem like we're not having a fake out currently. Of course, I could have just maybe made it more exaggerated and gone for that wick there and here and said, oh look, we're experiencing a sort of fake out here. Could this be fake out or break? Maybe we're breaking out right now. Maybe that's what I should be going for in terms of drama. Let's go down to the 4-hour charts and look at the volume. Well, there is a pickup increase in the volume, so that's positive to see. We're up here into this zone where you kind of need to be, to be avoiding looking at having having divergences on the charts and going up here. We want to be getting up everything into these over whatever zones and into this bullish control zone. So we want to see all of that happening. Had a retest of this. It's funny to say that, having just fiddled with it, but there you go. Retest of this line here, and we're currently up here. Is this a hammer? With this big old bullish sort of wick here to say no, we're going to go up, or is it just a doji with a long-legged doji where we've made a big old mistake one way or the other? I wonder. Exciting times. Overall, is there divergence here to be looked at? We're still consolidating. It's all consolidating. And this is still fake out territory. We could have some sort of crappy an analog here of a flattened down version of what you're kind of seeing over on the Bitcoin prices, where there's this potential for like a head and shoulders. Now I use that out. That's me sort of using that to sort of articulate in as few possible words concisely what sort of psychology you've got going on at the minute here. But of course, we're up here at the middle line of the zone there. We could see some more upside on the Bitcoin prices. Of course we could, and that would be helpful in terms of the overall industry, which would be helpful for the dollar price. And you would need to see the dollar price go up then, in order to avoid coming back down again to our line here, 2,500 or so on the Bitcoin prices. Should the Bitcoin prices actually go up? Should Bitcoin prices fall? And we're looking to see, can we stay outside of this area here? Can we stay? Can we make it up above the 236, or can we stay above the 236? Depending on what particular chart you're looking at a particular time to narrow it down for you. So yeah. That's where we're managing our risk. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for liking and subscribing. My phone battery just declared it's about to die in less than 30 seconds, which is perfect timing because we're wrapping up here now. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next episode.